Doc Rivers, some more Ben Simmons news. It feels like whenever we do a basketball episode, we can't do one without talking about Ben Simmons because there's something new that happens with him all the time. Doc Rivers went on First Take the other day, and he basically begged for Ben Simmons to come back. He said, we're not going to give up on Ben Simmons. We would love to have Ben Simmons back. These are actually the titles of the videos that ESPN posted to. And Ben, of course, has said he does not want to come back. And we know after Game 7 when the Sixers lost and Ben Simmons refused to take that shot, a reporter asked Doc, can Ben Simmons be the point guard to a championship team? And Doc Rivers said, I don't know. And in that First Take interview, he backtracked and said, basically, the next day I told Ben that we could win with you. But of course, he didn't say that to the public, so that probably still sat bad with Ben. And then in the First Take interview, he said that he thinks Ben Simmons can lead the Sixers to a championship or be a part of it at least. So is this a bad look for Doc Rivers and the Sixers, basically begging Ben Simmons to come back after throwing his dirt in the name? And obviously Ben Simmons attributed to that as well for a while now.
It's weird because you have Ben Simmons, you have Joel Embiid, you get the first seed in the East. You go play Atlanta. You are the heavy favorites. You blow it. Ben Simmons is one of the main reasons why you blow it. You go up, you have a post-game interview. Not only does your coach show lack of belief in your ability, your duo, your partner, your star partner also shows lack of ability. Then your city loses faith in you and show your lack of ability. Your coach says on the media that I don't know if we can win a championship with you. I would take that and I'd be like, all right, I'm out of here. I understand why Ben Simmons doesn't want to go back. It's probably not even has nothing to do with the fans. It's the fact that his star partner in crime and his coach has no belief in his game anymore. Is Doc backtracking? Yes, I believe he is backtracking because the trade block hasn't been good for them. They haven't been able to get anything good or accept anything. Let's not forget they could have got James Harden. Let's not put that over the table. They could have got James Harden, baited on that trade. Now you're looking at this. You can barely get anything for Ben, and Ben is making it difficult because he's deciding on where he wants to go. So it's like, and he has every right to because the way they disrespected him after that post game. And listen, I'm not gonna say Ben is completely right. You know, he should have took ownership of what he did. He should have took ownership of the fact that he didn't show up. But at the same time, when your star partner doesn't believe in you and your coach doesn't believe you, it's a tough situation. Doc is definitely backtracking because now we're in a situation where training camp is about to happen. Media day is on Monday, and you have no point guard. You don't have your third star. You don't have one part of your trio. You're now stuck with Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris. You don't have your guy. Not only do you not have your guy, you don't even have pieces to fit in and plug in for that guy. You know, you're missing whatever you're going to get back for that guy. So now you're stuck in no man's land without your second best defender, without your lead playmaker, without your versatile jack of all trades. And now you're stuck because in the East where the Bulls got better, the Knicks got better, Indiana's back healthy, Charlotte got better, Miami got better, the Bucks are still here, the Nets are still here. In the East where the East, you can make the argument, is deeper than the West. It's more competitive. Now you're stuck in no man's land. Boston's still here. Now you're stuck with just Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris. So, yeah, he's backtracking because he's trying to get his star back. Whether he told him the next day, I seriously doubt he told him the next day. But whatever. I'm going to give Doc the benefit of the doubt because he has a ring. But other than that, you know, you're going on the media. Now you look like a female because you're backtracking on what you say. Stand on what you said and keep it pushing. But now you want to go try beg for him to come back. Even if he come back, he might not even play 100% for you guys. So it just looks bad on Doc and the organization and Daryl Morey as a whole.
Doc Rivers and Philly are realizing how valuable Ben Simmons is right now. And I don't know what it is with fans and just Twitter and social media when it comes to these athletes and how quickly they forget their value. But you go on Twitter, you go on TikTok, you go on Instagram, you go on YouTube, you go anywhere, and you just search up Ben Simmons and you read the comments about Ben Simmons. You would think he's not a top 40 player in the league right now. You would think he is not even cracking the top 100 the way that people talk about Ben Simmons.
Yep.
Ben Simmons is still a very good to great player and has aspects of great in his game. His passing is great. I mean, his defense is great. I mean, he has aspects of greatness in his game. He's not Giannis. He's not LeBron. He's not those guys.
Not Magic.
But not, of course, not Magic. But he's still a very good player. You know, he's still a very good player. He's still very valuable. He was in a DPOY conversation. And Philly realizes that. And that's why right now they're upset, because the best player they can get back in the trade for Ben is probably Malik Beasley. So, you know, you're Philly and you're looking at these trade offers from Cleveland, and they might not even be willing to give you Darius Garland for Ben. You look at Timberwolves, they don't want to give you D'Lo for Ben. You look at the Sacramento Kings, Halliburton is off the table for Ben. So, and I mean, Halliburton, he's a good player, but a rookie who averaged 12 a game is off the table for a DPOY candidate. I mean, it just goes to show you how far he's sunken. Golden State just said he's not a fit. Mm-hmm. So, you know, where is he going to go? You know, Philly's looking at these trades and saying, wow, we can't get nothing back. We'll be lucky if we get CJ McCollum for Ben at this point. And last year, you look at the 76ers, they could have traded Ben for James Harden. Probably if the Blazers collapsed, Ben for Dame. Now they can't even sniff a trade like that. And that's huge, because Philly might end up losing in this situation. Doc Rivers said that they want the 76ers and him are going to do everything possible to bring Ben back. But we know how these things play out. Organizations don't win these disputes. They don't win them. If a player wants out and doesn't want to play for your organization, look at the examples in history. Those players are not going to play for your organization. You know, they're going to win that dispute in the end. And especially knowing Ben Simmons has Rich Paul as his agent, good luck. He's not going to win that at all. Rich Paul always gets the last laugh when it comes to these disputes. So, and he's married to Adele too. You know, shout out to him. No, married. Not that's his girlfriend. My bad.
Adele?
Yeah, Adele.
The singer.
Yeah, they're actually dating. Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to him.
Adele made it official.
She's a beautiful singer.
Yeah, not married. They're official though. Girlfriend and boyfriend though. Okay. So shout out to Rich Paul for that.
Shout out to Rich Paul for that.
Shout out to Rich Paul.
She's like great.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know, Ben Simmons, top 10 defender in the NBA, top 40 player, one of the better playmakers. And, you know, that's why Philly's trying to beg for him back. And I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about this either, because Doc Rivers, I think he did a good job with Philly last year, but obviously you look at his collapse with the Clippers twice. Not just once, twice. With Chris Paul in Lob City and with PG and Kawhi. Twice. Collapsed with them twice. Then you look at with Philly, and now Ben doesn't want to come back. You know, this is a bad look on Doc. This is a bad look on Philly. This is a bad move. This is a bad look on Daryl Morey, who thinks he's smarter than everybody in the room, and right now he looks like he's about to get played.
It looks like he already got played. I mean, I want to see Ben play ball this year, you know, but he is fully stable on being where he wants to be and going for his happiness, and I respect that. At the same time, Doc, you know, the way you guys have put his trade value in so much. Both of you, both situations, both sides. Ben Simmons with his actions and the way he's come out and said, and the way he's handled the situation has put his trade value in the gutter. Same with Doc and how they bashed him as a basketball player, and the same with the fans. They've put his trade stock in the garbage. So it's like now you're looking at a situation where Doc, you need him back, and Ben, you kind of need Philly too, because you can't get out of Philly because you're not getting anything good back. So it's kind of a situation where both parties need each other. And it's going to be weird to see if he does show up for training camp, honestly.
And Doc Rivers even mentioned this as well. He said Ben Simmons is still on a huge contract. That's true, but that doesn't matter.
Doesn't.
Like, Ben Simmons can still get out if he wants to. You know, that really doesn't matter in the slightest at all. You mentioned as well, Joel Embiid wasn't too happy with Ben after Game 7, then goes on Twitter and says, I love Ben. You know, so everybody is backtracking on this Ben Simmons situation saga. And even for other organizations, it's hard for them to trade for Ben because of the way fans view Ben and fan bases view Ben. let's say Minnesota trades for Ben and they do give up D'Lo.
It's over.
Timberwolves fans are going to go berserk. You know, that's not going to sit well with the Timberwolves fan base. If the Kings do trade a De'Aaron Fox or a Halliburton or, you know, some other players, it's not going to bode well for them as well. I think Sacramento likes what they have right now. Same thing with Portland. Same thing with Golden State. If they trade Kuminga and Moody, you know, they might go crazy too. So it's other organizations also having the pressure of the backlash of if they do give too much, the backlash might be too much to handle for them.
Listen, Golden State, I didn't see they already have death threats for Draymond not taking shots. So I can only imagine getting Ben Simmons in a room and seeing him on the court. They're just going to completely lose their minds. Sacramento, they're already a shit show. If they give up Fox, they're probably done. They'll probably have to relocate. I don't know where he can go. You know, he got to go back. He has to go back. He has to go back. He has to change the narrative of his name.
I wouldn't want to go back to Philly if I was Ben.
I wouldn't either, but you got to look at all variables. You're going to sit out all year and keep paying the fine? I personally wouldn't keep paying that fine.
I mean, I don't know. It's tough.
Like what you going? Like what is he legit gonna do? They can't. Golden State already established you're not a fit. Sacramento, they've said they're not. Tyrese Halliburton is untouchable. You should already know what type of guy you are if he's untouchable and you're better than him. LA, the Lakers can't do it. The Clippers can't really do it, but it would be cool if they could try to finesse. But you're Philly. You don't want Eric Bledsoe and Luke Kennard back. That's nothing. You're trying to win a championship still. You have Embiid. So what other California team is there? Because he already said, I want to go to Cali. That's all the teams. So he's kind of stuck. Minnesota has some good spots, but do you really want Malik Beasley?
He's a good player, but he gets arrested.
Yeah, so he just came out of jail. Like, is that the type of guy you want to bring in? Like, now you got to deal with a convict instead of Ben Simmons? I'd rather just keep Ben Simmons, a diva. It's like, they're stuck in this.
Deal with a convict.
Philly's stuck, man. They put themselves in a hole, and all this could have been avoided if Doc just made some adjustments in Game 6 and 7. This could have all been avoided, but
deal with the convict, bro. You really got arrested.
He really, I tried to tell you too. Y'all talking about he didn't go to jail. I'm like, bro, he was dead in jail, bro. Like for like 6 months, he was really in there, bro. Oh man, Malik.
I heard that he was in jail and they gave him permission to go to the game still.
I don't even know how that works. It makes sense, but I just don't know how that works. Would you pick him up and then drop him back off at jail? It's mad weird. Like, I don't know, bro. The NBA is crazy. Yeah, Philly's done. Where do you see them? No Ben Simmons. What we could say, playing
6-8. I mean, if Embiid gets hurt, they're a lottery team.
Yeah, I think if Tobias gets hurt, they're screaming for a play. Like, hopefully we get in. Because now that's true too. Your 1-2 punch. And no offense, Tobias is a good player, but come on.
Yeah, it's tough, man. That's why Ben Simmons is so huge for this team.
Now you got Tyrese Maxey. He has to take on a big role.
That's why if I was Philly, I would just say, look, Sacramento, all right, Tyrese Halliburton is cool. We don't need him.
Just give us Buddy and Davion Mitchell.
Hey, give me Davion. Nah, give me Bagley. Give me Davion or Bagley. Give me Davion with Bagley.
In a pick?
And the Terrence Davis.
Oh, okay. All right.
In a pick, and I'm going to be fine.
Well, they got to fill the money, so give me Davion, Bagley, and Harrison Barnes, and we'll be okay with it.
That's actually pretty good for Philly. It's a lot of depth.
Like, all right, give me a 3-and-D defender.
But I think Buddy and Davion would be dope, too.
Buddy's an underrated. Buddy and Davion. Okay, you throw in Marvin Bagley, I'm giving you this guy.
I think if you get Buddy, Davion, now you have Davion, Buddy, Tobias, Thibault, and
Curry
Embiid,
still in the bench.
Curry.
Tyrese Maxey.
That's a great team.
Yeah, you got a bunch of shooters. You can build it like Dwight in Orlando. Just put a bunch of shooters around Embiid. Let him do what he wants. At this point, it's the best you're going to get because you're not getting Fox.